Hi guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a review of the NECA Terminator 2 t-800 steel mill figure, which is or another way to describe it is I'll call it the sort of damaged version of the t-800 in Terminator 2, because when he's, you know, sustained some damage, during the course of Terminator 2, and then obviously ended up, in that state, the damaged version, which is a pretty cool figure because, you see it in the, obviously the one that's not damaged is pretty good, with the glasses. But the one with, that's damaged looks pretty cool because you can see the, parts of the endo underneath, its flesh, which makes it look, that Terminator sort of look. It's quite distinctive when you can see the, endo parts coming through. Yeah, this is it's the steel mill, what they've called it, because obviously the steel mill at the end, takes place the final battle. Obviously he's in that. It's a figure, pretty much from that, with his pretty much the only two weapons that he uses during that last battle scene. And yeah, obviously it's been out, quite a while, but I've only just picked this up now. I did have previously the McFarlane damaged version of the same figure, but obviously a McFarlane version. And yeah, it pretty much is the same version. However, the NECA one is much better. Certainly in the head sculpt. I think McFarlane went way out of control with the head sculpt. I mean, it's all right, but it's nowhere near accurate. It's a bit crazy and a bit out there as whether the t-800, or at least on the NECA one, is supposed to be more accurate. Obviously it's more accurate, but I don't know, there's something seems to be up with that head sculpt. It seems to like his eyes pointing towards the right, but which may suggest that this might be a fake version of the NECA one. I'm not too sure. I mean, I got it on eBay for £25, which was quite cheap. I think it's usually going for a lot more, up to the region of like near to £50, I think. Which I'm guessing is now sort of the damaged version is sort of like become rarer than the normal one. But as I said, I found this on eBay for 25. Now I wasn't going to pick it up, but because it was 25 and usually it's a lot more expensive, I thought at £25, I'm going to pick it up because it's just cheap, and I don't really want to pay £50 for this figure, at least not at this stage, and considering when I've already got one anyway. And I was going to get that NECA one to replace that anyway, because the NECA one is much better. So I was going to get that because it wasn't, didn't really like the McFarlane one. I was still going to have the McFarlane one kept on display, but the NECA one I wanted to get because it's way better. I've just got a better head sculpt really. But overall, and I think you get more better movements with the arms. I think the legs are pretty much the same. There's not much movements in there. But yeah, it's been out a while, but I've only just got it. Got it on eBay. And yeah, as I said, it's just the damaged version of the t-800. And yeah, it's just a pretty cool version of the t-800, which obviously NECA does seem to do it best. Obviously, there's the bullet holes. You know, from when that takes place when he first protects John Connor from getting shot from T-1000, and obviously he gets shot a few times in the back during that. He goes to cover him, don't he? And then T-1000 shoots him a few times in the back while he's protecting John. And then, yeah, it does a lot better than the McFarlane one, with the head sculpt, and then obviously the kneecap, which is having the part of the endo knee coming through, which is pretty cool. And then obviously the grey t-shirt, which is, as I said, the movements are pretty minimal on these, because I think these are the first ones that neca brought out, actually, before they did the ultimates, I believe. So the movement is quite basic on it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. And obviously, there's only 2 accessories with this. It's just the Desert Eagle handgun, which you get with quite a lot of the Terminators, actually. I've got quite a few of those now, because I've got 15 Terminator figures altogether, and I've got quite a few of those Desert Eagles now. Pretty much sure it is a Desert Eagle, because it's quite the same, similar, or at least it's a version of that, design. Yeah, so I've got quite a few of those. And then obviously well, it's not a rocket, well, I don't know if it is a rocket launcher or missile launcher. I can't think of the exact name from it. I should know, because I've seen it often enough. Bazooka is the more of a rounded one that's on the shoulder. I don't think this is a missile launcher. I think it's just a grenade launcher. Obviously fires grenades, and obviously they explode. And obviously it's goes on to become one of Arnie's, or t-800's, favourite weapons to use, doesn't it? So when he first sees it, and he says excellent, he knows what sort of damage that can do, and he does use it quite a few times, doesn't he, in that to cause quite some damage to a few police vehicles, and then obviously blows a hole in one of the walls in Cyberdyne. Then he uses it to shoot T-1000 a few times, and then obviously it's used right towards the end, when he fires his last grenade into T-1000. Obviously then it explodes, and then it falls back into the hot acid, or hot lava, or whatever you call it. So yeah, that weapon certainly plays its part. It's used a few times in towards the end, and used a few times, and plays quite a key role in being the weapon that finishes the job off. So yeah, I've got a couple of those now. I'm not sure how many I've got exactly, but it might be 3 or 4. We've got a few of those now. Yeah, and I think it is a pretty cool design, isn't it? It's just small and sort of like compact, but it's like small and cool, like sort of like because the style of it is sort of like a sort of sawn off sort of shotgun, but it's got that handle, but it's a grenade launcher. So it's quite cool, cool like design, you know. Yeah, so there's only that and the handgun you get with him. Pretty simple, but you know, that's all you needed with this figure. And you know, there's only real one way to display him using him, and that's how I've got him pretty much, well, apart from that being a bit higher up, sort of, you know, when he's, because T-1000 is, you know, once T-1000 freezes and then Arnie shoots him and he explodes into a million pieces, and obviously he comes back together, follows John, Sarah and Arnie into the steel mill, and then Arnie's waiting for him holding the ground launcher and the gun, and he's sort of like waiting for him to reappear, and then he just sort of reappears. So he's sort of like waiting for him to come, you know. That would be supposed to be more higher up like that, but that don't seem to go in that angle. With that, he's sort of like, he's got that in that pose, ready for the T-1000 to come. You know, he's in search mode. You know, when T-1000 is coming, and then obviously he appears out of nowhere, and he's sort of like, he's searching for him, and he just sort of suddenly appears. So, but yeah, that arm doesn't seem to go, you know, like sort of like that. But yeah, it's probably the arm on that is better because it gets in exactly in the right pose. But on this, it sort of doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really go. I mean, that's the best it will sort of go. But yeah, that's pretty much how he's going to be displayed. So guys, I think I'm going to call it with this video on that. And you know, I just like to do these reviews Uncle Bob style, and yeah, just for fun really. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll see you guys next video. Take care, bye for now, see you soon.